US military commanders are now being given free rein on the battlefield by the Trump administration. The new approach was on display during the US-led coalition's operation in Afghanistan when General John Nicholson ordered the so-called mother of all bombs to be dropped on the suspected Islamic State complex last Friday.
I am fortunate that my chain of command allows me the latitude to make assessments on the ground.
President Trump himself said the US military now in fact has total authorization, as he put it. Some officials even said Trump was unaware of the Afghan strike until after the bomb had been dropped. RT's Caleb Mopin next explains what this change could mean for America's military policy generally.
War is too important to be left to politicians.
One of cinema's best-loved madmen, Jack Ripper, from the black comedy classic Dr. Strangelove. But this is just Hollywood. We all know the boys in the Pentagon are completely rational.
We'll stop you, and we will beat you harder than you've ever been beaten before.
For us to control all of the airspace in Syria would require us to go to war against Syria and Russia.
But it's reassuring to know that the generals are not calling the shots. The commander-in-chief would never let them do that, would he?
What I do is I authorize my military. We have the greatest military in the world.
But there's nothing funny about Donald Trump's seemingly lax approach to overseas military action. In Mosul, the generals were given carte blanche, leading to humanitarian disaster.
البيوت وقعت فوقنا ونهزمنا طلعت العالم واحنا طلعنا مع العالم نركض.
And many other countries could soon suffer the same fate as Iraq. The U.S. military is already deeply involved in Afghanistan, Yemen, and Somalia, and a dangerous standoff is emerging with North Korea and Iran.
All of these various geopolitical hotspots are becoming even more destabilized as a result of the Trump policy. He has proposed an increase of $54 billion in the defense budget. It's coming at a time when there's also a refurbishing of the nuclear arsenal of the United States. This sends a clear message to other countries that have nuclear capabilities. So we're living in a very, very dangerous time.
Listening to top military experts might seem like a good strategy for a president, but you have to ask the question, are the people in charge really using their newfound power to make the world a safer place? Caleb Mopin, RT, Washington, D.C.
Well, there's a question that deserves a good answer, doesn't it? Now, politics aside, the White House held an annual festive event on Monday. It was President Trump's first Easter egg roll, and in the last-minute scramble to try and get everything ready on time, that chocolate not to melt, the American leader needed to be stirred a little bit into action at one point.
Hopefully it can. Use that. I got it.
Tears before bedtime for that little kid that didn't get his hat back, eh? Coming up here after the break, watching the Hawks. Today, they're taking a look at how fragile the world's food supply truly is these days. Wake-up call maybe for all of us. It's our next programme here on RT International.